G'day, Mike here with Module 11 of our Data Studio course. I think this is the last one. Calculated fields. So if you want to create additional fields inside your report, you want to report on something that's non-standard, you can create your own metric. So for instance, I've talked before about a metric that we use internally called Savvy Number, which is a function of profit. We're able to create this and then chart that and show that as a scorecard on a dashboard. How do you do it? You edit the data source. Remember, you may have to go and ask the owner of the dashboard for permission to be able to edit the data source. Assuming that you set it up or that you've got permission, you edit the data source and then click on this little blue plus symbol to create a new field. Once you do that, you'll then be prompted to give it a name. So here I've created a name, potential extra spend, and then type in a formula. Now to get that formula, you just start typing the name of the various metrics. Remember, metrics are shown in blue, dimensions are shown in green. You just start typing the name of those metrics and then obviously put your various, what's the Bosch word for that? Brackets and divided by and multiplied by. I can't think of the name. I've gone completely blank. So here I just typed open bracket, started typing search, and then chose from the list to get lost impression share. So let me explain what this thing is. To look at the potential extra spend, let's say you've got a campaign that spent $1,000, but 50% was lost due to budget. Then the potential extra spend of that campaign is another $1,000, assuming that you had 50% impression share and 50% lost due to budget. Nothing lost due to bad rank, just for the sake of clarity here. So this little formula, which you're welcome to copy, we did it with a client the other day, and we showed them very, very simply by listing all the campaigns and then plugging the big number into a scorecard metric that they had the potential to spend around about an extra 350 grand a year on AdWords, which was working profitably, but he previously had not been able to win that argument internally. So he is now in the process right now of going and asking for an extra $500,000 for next year because AdWords is working really, really well. And this is the formula. Lost impression share due to budget divided by total impression share. All of that times the cost. Now that could be the cost for the whole account or the cost for an individual campaign. So it doesn't matter. You create the metric in here, and then based on what you're looking at inside of dashboard, so if you're creating a table and you've got a line for each campaign, you can then add potential extra spend now as a column to that table, and it will put the potential extra spend for each campaign into the right cell in that table for whatever date range you're looking at. And so the way we were able to then show them the total for the year, you change the date range to a year, and you just put the scorecard in there with no filters. So that's then going to show you for the entire account, or for at least all search campaigns, being again technically correct, for all search campaigns for this date range, this is how much impression share you had, this is how much impression share lost due to budget you had, and this was the cost. So we sum the whole thing up. Safer, much, much safer to do that at a campaign level, I will say, than doing it across the whole account, but it's a nice sort of quick and dirty one. Other things you can use this for, best other use case for this I've come across or thought of so far is custom columns. So if you've got custom columns inside of AdWords, if you're used to looking at those, whether that's for management or for reporting, then you can recreate those custom columns inside of Data Studio as calculated metrics. Good luck, have fun, and let me know if you have any questions around that or you need some additional explanation. I hope you've enjoyed this Data Studio course. I hope it's been useful. Please let me know in the Agency Savvy forum or on the Facebook group if you'd like more training like this, if there's something missing that you've found so that I can go in and add some additional lessons or topics into this course and make it better and keep it up to date. That's my goal. I'll see you in the forum. Bye for now.